Imagine discovering that your wife has been living a double life, spending over $30,000 on her lover's credit card, hiding expensive gifts, and lying to everyone around her. That was my reality. I'm a 30-year-old guy married to Emily, who was 28. We'd been together since high school, happy, stable, full of love. She's a successful wedding makeup artist, running her own business, and much of her success came from a wealthy client named John, a local businessman in his 40s. He supported her career, sent her work, and made her feel special. One day, I saw a message from John praising her for an unforgettable night. That was my first hint that something was wrong. I started noticing odd things: designer jewelry, clothes I didn't buy her, gifts from high-end clients. But Emily never responded to John's affectionate messages. Still, I realized she didn't love him. She just enjoyed the perks, the lavish attention, the gifts. When I asked about us, she said she'd never been hurt or cheated on, and she wished we were closer emotionally. But her actions told a different story. Over Christmas, a gift arrived, a stunning gold bracelet. She claimed it was from a client, but her mood darkened when she received it, and she got angry during a phone call. Something was off. On New Year's Eve, she worked late, promising to meet me for our midnight kiss. She finally arrived at 1:30 a.m., sobbing, saying she missed the countdown. I asked if she'd cheated. She swore she hadn't, but looked guilty. Her lies felt thin. I suspected the worst. Determined to find out the truth, I started digging. I asked questions and she tried to cover her tracks. She told John they needed to stop and that she was tired of pretending. John told her to keep using the credit card he gave her to hide their activities. Meanwhile, she confided in her best friend Bev, who seemed to support her and knew about the affair. I hired a private investigator. On Valentine's Day, he followed John, who left flowers and a suggestive card at Emily's workplace. Emily threw them out, but the PI retrieved them, revealing explicit details. John describing her body, their intimate moments. Later, Emily was caught meeting John in a parking lot, seemingly ending things. The evidence was undeniable. This wasn't just a fling, it was a full-blown affair. Feeling betrayed, heartbroken, I tried to salvage what I could. I loved her deeply, but I couldn't ignore the lies anymore. I began love-bombing her, hoping she'd come clean. But she was unaware I knew everything. Then the inevitable happened. I had my lawyer serve her divorce papers at her salon. Her face turned pale, shock, confusion, guilt. She hyperventilated, crying, denying everything. But the evidence was mounting. I saw her collapse, sobbing in front of her colleagues. I called her dad. I told him plainly that Emily had cheated. I sent him proof, emails, receipts, photos. Her mother overheard, started crying, and apologized. It was like reliving childhood grief. My own mother's death made everything worse. I packed my things, taking down the security cameras except those owned by my dad, getting ready for the legal fight. I sent an email to her family and friends revealing everything: the affair, the gifts, the secret meetings. I included proof, screenshots, videos, recordings. I wanted everyone to know the truth. When I met with Emily's lawyer, things got tense. I pulled out her credit card statements, $175 at a sex store, designer clothes, hotel stays, gifts. She looked panicked, sweating, trying to justify her actions. Her lawyer looked stunned. She claimed she was working late or just meeting John to make an appearance at a wedding. But the evidence told a different story. The charges on her credit card, hotels, gifts, a sex store, painted a clear picture. She started panicking, trying to explain away everything, but the truth was impossible to deny. Her own lawyer, caught off guard, looked frustrated. In the end, I decided I couldn't stay. The betrayal was too deep. I left, knowing that this marriage was over, shattered beyond repair. I sent her a final message. I loved her, but her choices destroyed everything. Moving on is hard, and the scars will stay, but I knew I had no other choice. When trust is broken, rebuilding isn't always possible. Sometimes you just have to walk away. In the end, betrayal isn't always just emotional. It can be financial too. When trust is shattered, the fallout can be devastating. But moving forward, no matter how painful, is what truly matters. Sometimes it's the only way to heal.